Now, with political issues and world issues being just such a integral part of the band, I would assume that most people assume that is all you do, but you don't really force the issue. Like, you don't force having to write about politics. If you wanted to write a song about something else, you could still get away with doing it.
Right. People who are like vaguely aware of what we do, like the casual, music fan, grab onto the political part of our band, or it's like if it's some sort of, part of the media who's just sort of doesn't really have their foot in the punk rock scene, they'll kind of peg us as a political band, and that's cool, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, we certainly don't shy away from talking about politics in our band. I feel like it dismisses a lot of our band by like just putting us under that sort of political umbrella.
Right.
We do a lot of songs that we talk about the issues of the world and things that are close to us, and I'm certainly one of those guys who's happy to talk about it, in interviews, which I know not a lot of bands are, and so I get.
Well, I don't want to upset anybody.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And I also think interviewers get excited when they can talk to us because we're one of the few bands who are going to talk about it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so it's like, okay, great, I can now stop talking about what's on their ride or what's the craziest party they had. Like, I want to ask you some political questions, And we're happy to entertain those. But I do feel like our band there's several levels to our band, you know what I mean? Our biggest single, Savior, there's nothing political about that song at all. You know what I mean?
Right.
It has nothing to do with politics, And there are many songs like that in what we do. And so I'd like to think that our band is sort of a reflection of human nature in all of us, which we are all not 100% political or 100% personal. It's like we are a complicated blend of the two things. You know what I mean? Like, there's a day in our lives when the invasion of Iraq would be the most important thing in our lives, but there's a day in our life when the breakup of our girlfriend or boyfriend supersedes that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we are all this sort of complicated mix of emotions, and so that's what the band is to me. It's sort of trying to reflect that.
With that being the topic, however, that does seem to inspire you the easiest. I wonder what happens in like an election year like this. Do you just like write a double album?
I know, right?
There just has to be so much fuel.
The world has made it very easy to be Rise Against. I will say.